Hello everyone, welcome to day 2, week 2 of Beyond Resolutions. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Au-delà des résolutions, semaine 2, jour 2. Aujourd'hui, on va travailler sur la force et on va faire 20 reps de chaque mouvement, 15 reps de chaque mouvement, suivi de 10 reps de chaque mouvement. Et vous êtes libre de changer ou augmenter la charge lorsqu'on baisse les répétitions. Okay, so we're going to be doing a workout today with 20 reps, then 15 reps, then 10 reps of the 3 movements that we're going to be doing. So feel free to change up the weights as you get less reps. You can add a little bit more weight. But if you just have one weight to work with at home, all good. I still want you to complete this workout as is. All right, we're starting with 1.5 squats. We have beginner option over here, intermediate option in the middle, and advanced option over here. Alors on a l'option plus avancée ici, intermédiaire au milieu, et ici à droite, on a le débutant. Oui, ok. 3, 2, 1, c'est parti. Alors on prend la charge et on fait les 1.5 squats. Boom. Alors on veut aller en bas de parallèle si on est capable et ensuite on revient vers comme moitié le squat et on relève complètement. Et j'espère que quelqu'un compte les reps parce que moi je compte pas. Je donne seulement les cues. Ok? Dépendant de vos hanches, de vos genoux, de vos chevilles, on va avoir une position plus étroite ou bien un peu plus large avec les pieds. Alors, soyez conscient de ça. Si vous trouvez que c'est plus difficile de descendre en bas de parallèle, essayez de jouer un petit peu avec les positions des pieds. Ici, on voit Phil qui s'assit sur une chaise au lieu d'aller 1 et 2, comme un squat et demi. Et c'est parfait pour lui parce qu'il prend toujours la charge, mais peut-être qu'il a des blessures des genoux ou quoi que ce soit ou des problèmes avec son amplitude de mouvement. Alors ça ne dérange pas, on s'assoit sur une chaise et on veut engager les muscles en poussant vers le haut. Mouvement numéro 2, supported row. Alors si vous n'avez pas fini avec les squats, ce n'est pas grave, continuez comme ça, on va être ici, vous pouvez mettre pause aux vidéos. Ok? Ici on voit le row supporté, la tirade supportée, soit sur le genou, pas supporté ici, the advanced one, she's showing up, et ici sur une chaise. Ok, si vous êtes sur la chaise, vous tendez le bras, vous étendez le bras pour que vous avez la support complète de votre bras. Ok, si vous pliez le coude, ça va être encore plus difficile. Ça donne pas autant de support qu'on veut. Ok, so we want to make sure that when we're pulling, that the elbow goes behind your back. Make sure that when you're pulling, the weight isn't so heavy that you can't really get past your ribs. I want the weight to come up to your ribs and your elbow to go behind your back. All right? The other thing is don't get caught in the trap where you end up, just because you're bent over, you end up kind of looking between your legs or having a bad posture. Keep your chest up, I guess you could say, a proud chest, even in this bent over position. And make sure that you're looking at the floor and not behind you. All right? Back straight, of course. And before you even start pulling, you might consider squeezing those shoulder blades together, and that's going to recruit more muscle fibers to complete the movement. All right? Alors, coude en arrière du dos en complétant le mouvement. Ok? 20 de chaque bord, je sais que c'est beaucoup, mais il faut travailler les deux côtés également. Respirez. On prend un petit pause entre chaque mouvement, ça dérange pas, ok? On travaille sur la force aujourd'hui. Alors c'est pas comme le conditionnement des poumons, c'est le conditionnement des muscles. C'est plus musculation aujourd'hui. Ok? Alors pour nos deux intermédiaires et avancés, on fait les deadlifts avec haltères, avec sac de sable, mais si vous n'avez pas de sac de sable à la maison, ce n'est pas grave, on peut utiliser un sac à dos ou quoi que ce soit. Phil ici, il fait des good morning ou des bons matins, mais on voit qu'il a un élastique de résistance. Okay? Si vous voulez rajouter soit un élastique de résistance ou bien si vous avez quelque chose, un balai, manche de balai, de mettre sur les épaules en faisant ça. On veut juste garder les abdos contractés pour garder le dos neutre et on veut concentrer à envoyer les hanches vers l'arrière et vers l'avant. Okay? On contracte les fessiers en remontant et c'est tout. Alright everyone, I think the round of 20 is done. So the round of 20 is done. We're moving on to the round of 15. The same 3 movements 15 times. This is when you can augment the weight a little bit if you wish. Okay, so if you want to take a little bit more weight, that's fine. Or maybe if you found that first round was just right, then you can keep the same weight that you had already. Also, everyone here is holding weight regardless of the range of motion, but if you want to do body weight squats, please do it. That's it. Okay, as we get tired, especially in the squatting, sometimes I don't want them to do it, especially with the weight in their hand, but watch my knees. Oh my goodness, no, don't do that. Push your knees out actively over your baby toes as you stand from those squats. All right? The other thing is when we're charged in front, when we're loading in front, we have a tendency to have a little bit of rounded upper back. Make sure you keep a proud chest, squeeze your abs. All right, moving on to the supported rows, or in Vero's case, non-supported rows, just a bent over row. This option here, the advanced option, takes its toll eventually on your lower back. So it's really important to respect the posture here. Okay, make sure, like you saw Vero just do, probably did 10 reps or something and then stood up and then came down for another 10. Or, for another 5, whatever it is. Okay, split it up as you wish before switching sides. And just because we're supported on the knee or on the chair doesn't mean that we don't need to engage our core. We still need to do that, but it just makes it a little bit less pressure on that lower back, like we saw Vero taking breaks. No shame in that. We take breaks, we complete the rest of the set after. All right, Phil's doing a good job on the chair. How are we feeling? Good, good, good. I like it. And we see Ari, she's just showing off her amazing elbow coming all the way behind her on those deadlifts, on those tirades. Okay, the word's not coming to me. It's written right there. Row, on the rows. Now, when you're getting into position, especially unless you're using a barbell, if you're using dumbbells or equipment or something, start the deadlift from the standing position. That way you're not going to have like a round back or something picking it up from the floor initially. Okay? And just like Phil was focused on his hips going back and forth in the good morning, it's the same technique. That's why that's the scaling option. Right? It's the same technique for the deadlifts. We want to make sure that the focus is on sending the weight back into the heels, the hips going back. Once the weight or the dumbbells or the backpack reaches your knees, that's when you can bend your knees a little bit. But we want to make sure that we're focusing on sending the hips back to engage the posterior chain, your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back, of course, making sure that we have a good posture. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Vero is our speed demon. She's done. She's done the round of 15. Are you going to wait for your friends, or are you just going to...
I can wait for them.
Well, no, you don't have to. I was just joking. Okay, take breaks as needed. Phil added the weight in front this time. This is a little bit more advanced, so if you're still wanting to do the beginner with the elastic or the broomstick on the back, totally do that, okay? But that is absolutely an option for anybody who maybe doesn't feel comfortable going all the way down into the deadlift. You can hold the weight in front. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, we got set of 10 this time, so if you're wanting to add a little bit more weight, this is where you do it. All right? It's also very important to write this stuff down. Il faut écrire les notes sur chaque workout que vous faites, parce que lorsque vous allez faire la prochaine fois, vous devez savoir vos cibles. Il faut cibler comme un temps, un poids, quelque chose comme ça pour vous motiver à pour vous motiver, mais aussi pour remarquer vos succès et vos progressions, votre progression. All right. Woo. Round 3. We're digging deep here, peeps. We're digging deep. And look at this Ari with her little isometric hold at the top. Bam! She keeps the elbow up there for a second and a half, maybe. I like that. And it's round 3 even. There we go. Vero's looking good. She also has that hand on the back. She's not just being professional and looking very nice for us. She's doing that to make sure that her back is in a good position. Okay? Well, I think, anyways.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Maybe I can't speak for her, but she confirmed it.
The balance.
There we go. There we go. A little anti-rotation for you. Okay? So make sure you're breathing here. The final round. Make sure you're keeping a good posture, especially as you get tired. Especially when those muscles get tired, that's when we're developing, but we need to make sure we're moving safely. All right. Deadlifts for these ladies. Rows for Phil. I love it. Got that arm straight. Beautiful. Beautiful. That elbow is staying tight. And look how high that elbow is going. Bam! The elbow is almost going to that helicopter above him. Bam! There we go. All right. Here we go. Deadlifts. Okay, we can encourage Phil now for his last 10 reps. Yes. Let's go. 1, 2. Beautiful form. Those hips are going back. Soft knees here. Soft knees, but we don't want to focus on bending the knees before the rest, right? What are we at now? 5, 4. 6, okay.
Forgot the thumb.
Yeah.
It's holding the bend.
That's it. Good job. Let's go.
And 3, 2, and bam! He's done. All right, give yourselves a round of applause in the studio. Give yourselves a round of applause at home. Nice job. Bravo tout le monde. Semaine 2, jour 2, c'est fait. On va prendre une douche. On va faire de la mobilité. Et oui, c'est tout. On se voit pour jour 3 de semaine 2 prochainement.